Good evening, grinders and investors. This is another episode of The Grind. We made it through another week. We got through the Fed's rate cut. Now, where's the market going from here? Well, any indication today, the market is going up. Shares are going higher. All three, all four indexes hit new all-time highs today. S&P 500 closed up almost 0.5%, a half a percent. New high of 66.71, but we closed at 66.64. The NASDAQ up 0.72%. New high of 22,645, but we closed at 22,631. The Dow hit a new all-time high, 46,396, closed up 0.37%. And the Russell took a dip today after hitting an all-time high of 2472, closed at 2,448. Now, we did talk about triple witching and how that could impact the market. And now, although I didn't see too much, maybe about 30 minutes into the last trading hour of the day, as the markets closed, I was able to see exactly what was going on. And the NASDAQ, we're going to take a look at that. So we're going to focus on the trading volume today. Okay. So we got a nice little run the last hour of the day. Where is it at? 3 o'clock started. Right about here. And then we got that nice little run up to close. What I'm looking at is the volume and the average volume. And that kind of paints the picture. So volume today was 14 billion, opposed to average volume the past 3 months was 9 billion. So I saw a little bit of an uptick there in the NASDAQ in the tech heavy stocks. Now let's look at some individual stocks, and I want to talk about that. Now, this one, Apple, was up over 3% today. I'm a little upset because I had an Apple Play. It was a $200 call, and I had it through 2027. I had a stop loss on it, and I thought I took that stop loss off, but I guess I did not. And unfortunately, we sold this week. I wanted to hold on to that thing to the end of expiration. We did get into another Apple play, so we do have Apple contracts. We're long Apple, so we have it on our long-term portfolio. But this kind of made me sick watching it run away. I still think that we're probably going to see shares more than likely fall to that 240 level. And I think I have Robinhood pulled up. I do. So let me get rid of one of these so we have more room to work with. And I'll stretch out this chart for us. Okay. So let's take it out for a month. So this is a day chart. Remember earlier this week, week started here. I like this, but I wasn't necessarily sold after seeing this activity up until today when we see a lot of buying today. I wasn't necessarily sold what we were seeing this week as far as the bounce higher. Take it to the 4-hour chart. We did see that run up last week, remember, heading into Monday. And even Monday, it wasn't really all that impressive. Tuesday, we saw a nice little bounce, but it seems like we hit this 241 mark, and then we fall back down. We might be able to see it. No, not in 3 months. We don't see it. Just really the past month. That 241 was really kind of like our resistance. Well, today we opened up. We blew past it, and we went higher and higher. Okay? Let's look at the 1-hour chart just to see what it looked like. Yeah, the last hour of the trading day, not too impressive, but we got this huge bounce from Thursday evening until Monday morning. And I think this has something to do with triple witching. It seemed like whether it's the Nasdaq, the S&P 500, I didn't see a whole lot of volume in S&P 500, but but the Nasdaq was like, we need a little bit more shares of Apple here, and we saw a lot of buying in Apple today, more volume than we're accustomed to. I don't think we talked about it yet. So for Apple's volume, we had 162 million traded today, opposed to 55, more than 3 times. So I think triple witching was definitely in effect today. We didn't see a huge run at the end of the day, but maybe this could be the fact that iPhones were released today. I did pick up my new iPhone today. I just got the 17. I wasn't really sold in the iPhone Air. Initially, when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm getting that. When I looked at it, iPhone 17, just a basic model, was less, has a better camera, better battery life. So it's like, you know what, this is a huge upgrade from my 12. Let me spend less than $1,000 for this phone. No, I ended up spending more than $1,000 for everything. Picked up a couple other things. When you get your case, you get your new charger. The cord comes with it. Picked up a couple other things, and then they got me for a screen protector while I was there. So I love Apple products. I love the company itself. I wish I would have had more shares as we saw this run up. But if I had to take a guess, we're probably going to fall back down below this 241 mark, maybe touch 240, play around in here, and then run back up. So I'm remaining patient. I do have a contract that I'm looking at, but you're only going to see that if you are a paid member in the Patreon. So sign up. If you're watching on YouTube, join the Patreon. You can follow me for free. I'm posting for free throughout pretty much every single day. I post these videos for free for you guys. But when I'm trading actively in real time, I post that on in the Patreon. And you can only be a paid member in order to get that information. So nice to see Apple with that bounce. But I think we're probably going to test this area here until we settle, and hopefully this 241 is our new base. Okay, what was next? Palantir. Palantir had a good day today. Where are we at? Okay, here we go. Now, Palantir, as far as volume, Palantir was up 3% today. Nice run. Past 5 days, up 6%. Past month, up just shy of 16%. And we've pretty much been in that run the whole time. Volume today, 108 million, opposed to 69 million. Not double, but still a nice chunk of volume that we saw today. We can look at the charts. Take it out a month. We'll go to the day chart first. Now this is nice. We're seeing a nice little steady gains right here. Where we're at, the 15th was the beginning of this week. So good. Drop back down and then took off. Not bad at all. Look at the 4-hour chart. Okay. Last 4 hours were negative. And then we'll look at the 1-hour chart. Looks like the last hour, sellers barely won, but the buyers, they held off the sellers. But we see a little bit of dip lower here. Okay, next up, Robinhood. Robinhood's been doing good for me. I'm not in any option contracts, but long-term shares are doing pretty nice. Today hit a new high today of 125.08, but closed at just under 125, up 3% today. As far as volume, 185 million opposed to 46 million. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So that's a tremendous amount of volume. More than likely, this here was the rebalancing in the S&P 500. Maybe that would be my guess. We see a nice bounce here. The last like 10 minutes of the trading day. Crazy. Let's take it to the charts and let's look at this one. This one might be fun to look at. All right. Robinhood. Looking at the charts, let's look at the day chart first. We're out of our month out. Look at this right here. We might come back and find this, maybe. Well, maybe not. 15th, beginning of this week, we saw the end of last week was trailing lower, and then this week we saw nothing but buying. This week, outside of the 15th. 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart. Where's that last hour of the day? We saw that nice little bounce there, right? Taking us higher. Not bad. Microsoft was the next. Yep, Microsoft, and then we'll go to Meta. Microsoft. Now look at that chart, that last hour. Wow. Really, the last 10 minutes of the day is what we saw. Volume for Microsoft today, which was up just under 2%. 52 million opposed to 20 million, so more than double. Let's take a look at the chart. Triple witching definitely saw a lot of increased volume, wouldn't you say? All right, we'll go for the month out. Day chart. Okay, the 15th was here. A lot of buying on the 15th and Monday. Tuesday, selling hard. Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday we got that nice bounce. Pretty sure those are your all-time highs for Microsoft for you as well. No. Yeah, we're about 10%. We were about 10% off, a little less. So far from those all-time highs. Okay, this is a day chart. Go to the 4-hour. Real strong buying. Last 4 hours of the day. And the 1-hour chart. Look at that last hour. Wow. All right, and Meta. I know, remember, Meta had a lot of volume today too. All right, today Meta, not a new all-time high. It was actually down today, 0.24%. Volume 22 million opposed to 11 million. So pretty double essentially. And we'll look at the charts one last time for Meta. Is it in here? Yep. Whoops. My apologies. We'll go 1 month out. Look at the day chart. This was Monday. See our higher. Even though the day charts don't look too, well, obviously we had a down day today. Not looking too good. I think it was maybe the lead up until the Meta Connect event, and then we bought the rumor and we sold the news kind of situation this week. To be quite honest with you, I was not impressed by the Meta Connect. They had multiple live demos of their new the top end glasses that they're launching for $800 this year, and they had one where they were trying to showcase their Meta intelligence or Meta AI, and it kind of froze. They blamed it on the Wi-Fi, and then they tried to do a video call as well and show how that looked in the display on the new glasses, and that they blamed the Wi-Fi as well. It didn't work correctly. So I came out a little disappointed. It would have been nice to see them actually successfully be able to do those live demos. Remember, ChatGPT did a live demo and they aced it. It was wonderful. So my bar is high. My bar is high for Meta. I still think they're going to sell a lot of those glasses. I talked to family members; they were excited about them. I have the older version, not sitting on the desk. Probably won't update, even though they have better battery, better little bit of everything. I probably won't update. Maybe give the older version glasses to a family member or something like that, and buy the newer version glasses later on. But I just got this iPhone, so I'm good with really buying anything else. But 4-hour chart, and then we look at the hour chart. Oh man, 19th began here, just down, but we did get that rush up the last hour. Good to see the rush the last hour. But that's triple witching for you. We saw a lot more elevated volume than we're accustomed to normally. So I don't know what to expect next week, to be quite honest with you. We had a lot of excitement this week. Maybe we'll have just kind of a calm, no too much excitement next week. Hopefully we can get some new highs on the scoreboards, the indexes, which in turn will allow some of those individual stocks that we're invested in to run hot. Cross our fingers. I'm still upset again that we didn't have more. Apple is the company I have the least amount invested in options, and it went off today. We did take advantage of Palantir. Palantir, we have a little bit invested in there. Not bad there, but little disappointed in myself not be able to get into Apple contract more than we currently are. But we'll find more. We'll find more plays for you guys. If you're interested in options, I know I've been saying it for the past couple of weeks, but I want to roll out nice videos that are entertaining, they're engaging, and number one, they give you a step-by-step of how we implement our option strategy and really just break down options altogether. So stay tuned for that. It'll be on YouTube for free. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. I'll be in Vegas Sunday. I'm coming back Tuesday. So if I don't post any videos on Monday, or if I'm a little hungover, you'll know why. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there.